Hello runners, welcome back to the channel. This time for a new shoe comparison for two new models, the Adidas Pro 4 and the Evo SL. So they have a different purpose and different prices. So let's check this out. As always, we're gonna start from the spec to spec comparison. Then I'm gonna go through the Outsole, Midsole and upper. And finally, in this video, I'll share to you my thoughts about these two new models. Today I'm running with the Evo SL because I believe it's more versatile than the Adidas Pro 4.
Spec to spec now.
So as you know, these are two new brand models from Adidas. They have different purpose, completely different purpose, and also different materials, rubber used. So starting from the outsole, for instance,
Outsole now.
while the Evo SL still use for most of the outsole the continental rubber, the Adidas Pro 4 has a new rubber, the light traction rubber, which is designed according to the runner strike pattern. So this new design pattern, it's improving the grip, the traction of the shoe, and it's also lighter than the continental rubber. According to what Adidas said, it must be also more durable than the continental rubber. And yeah, I've noticed the difference in terms of grip. So while the Evo SL has this really flat design pattern, so it's kind of similar than the Adidas Pro 3 or almost the same. It's very good for training in the road in dry conditions, but it's not that good when we are talking about some gravel path or wet conditions, for instance. While the Adidas Pro 4, it's with this new light traction design pattern and also rubber, it feels better in terms of grips, either in dry conditions or in wet conditions. And also I have to say, in general, even if you run in some easy gravel path, let's say like that, the grip is much better because it's not flat like in the Evo SL. So it's a little bit more versatile, and it doesn't feel like too stiff, even though we have heard that it's stiffer than the continental rubber. But actually, I don't feel it that stiff, which is good. And yeah, I don't know if it is lighter or not, but it's a thin, really thin layer. There is a little bit of design pattern, so it's not that thin like in the Evo SL. But it doesn't sound that bad in terms of stiffness, as we have read, and underneath my feet, to be honest.
Midsole now.
Moving on to the midsole, this is where the things get interesting, because yeah, even if it is written in both models Light Strike Pro, actually the foam is different, pretty much different. So the new Adidas Pro 4 has a new Light Strike Pro foam, which is much more bouncier, so it's better when you are running faster, but it is also softer than the previous Light Strike Pro foam, which has been used in the Evo SL. So when you're running slower, it's not providing you the stability that you get from the Evo SL, or for instance from the previous model of the Adidas Pro, the Adidas Pro 3. It's better for the energy return when you're running fast, but it's not good when you're running slower. So for for easy run, it's not comfortable, it's not stable, so not a good feeling, to be honest. While when you run with a Evo SL, it's stiffer, so it provides you more stability even during easy runs. So the Evo SL, for this reason, in my opinion, is much more versatile, because still the previous light stack perform ensures you a good energy return, but also good stability for easy runs. Of course, the main difference also is that the Adios Pro 4 use the energy rods, so it's not the carbon plate, but is this kind of plate which is mimic your metatarsal bones. I really appreciate the system, the energy rod system, because it's more versatile than a carbon plate. Yeah, with this condition, this is perfect training. Anyhow, so the Evo SL doesn't have any energy rods, so it doesn't provides you the push when you are striking, like the Adios Pro 4. And another thing I noticed is that the midsole in the Evo SL has no cutout, so it is less flexible than in the Adios Pro 4, which has some cutouts, which allows the midsole to blend much more, to be more flexible actually. And since we have a similar drop and a similar stack height, I mean the Evo SL is slightly lower, but still kind of similar structure and stack height. You can feel the difference in flexibility, but for racing, the Adios Pro 4 is much better for the energy roads, for the midsole, which is bouncer, and for the new foam.
Upper now.
So moving on to the upper, this is where there is again a lot of differences. First of all, the upper in the Evo SL is very breathable, thin, and I believe not that durable, because I already have some signs of wears that I will show you in a moment here. After not even 100 miles, but anyhow, but it's more breathable than the Adios Pro 4, which has more structure. So the Evo SL has a very thin engineered mesh upper. There is no that much structure, especially in the toe box, in the toe area. So there is a little bit of fit sliding, and there is enough room for fit sliding in the toe box area in the Evo SL. While in the Pro 4, there is not that much room. So if you have a really wide foot, maybe it's not ideal. In the toe box area, there is a very, very small space, but this is actually as I like. So it's better than the previous version, the Adios Pro 3. It's better than the Evo SL because lock your foot in place pretty well. And there are also these bend the light lock internally to the upper. Lock pretty well your foot. So that's an improvement in comparison to the previous model, but also in comparison to the Evo SL. So which has, as I said, a very, especially in the toe box area, there is no upper material, overlay material, so it doesn't have that much structure. There is fit sliding and doesn't look so durable, but it's breathable, very breathable. In terms of counter, of course, in the Evo SL, the counter has much more padding than in the Pro 4 because this shoe is made for training and is more comfortable, but of course add weights to the shoe. While in the Adios Pro 4, it's very thin. There is still some padding inside, but it's very thin. It's still, I would say, comfortable. Not the same like the Evo SL, but Of course, it's the same than in the previous version, similar. And I ran many kilometers, also a marathon, with this shoe, and it was perfect. The Adios Pro 4, the foot lockdown is better, in my opinion. In regard to the lacing system, yes, they are very light and traditional. The laces, they use both the thinner ones, which I don't like, and they are short, pretty short. In terms of tanks, the Outsole has a really short tank. It's at the limit. You can see here. You see? Extended the Adios Pro 4, the tank length is perfect. You don't have the same tank sliding that you might have with the Outsole. Look at that. You see here? So this is what I was talking about. Not even after 100 miles.
And in conclusion,
So overall, I would say these are two different shoes. For their purpose, excellent shoes. The Adidas Pro 4, it's for racing. Definitely for racing. It's not that versatile. You can use only for instance, marathons, half marathons. For some, maybe tempo runs, but it costs a lot. So I would rather use the Outsole, which is more versatile. It is made for training. It costs less, and you can use it for easy runs, for fartlek, for tempo runs. I tested during the last weeks, and for all these trainings, it was perfect. My favorite training for the Outsole is the tempo run, because the energy return save a lot of energy to you in the long tempo runs. You can use it also for easy runs. It's a great feeling. It doesn't have any plate, so you use more your feet, even though the stack height is still very high. But for recovery runs, it's okay. Of course, if you like this content, please leave a like, share with your running mates, and consider to subscribe. I mean, I buy the shoes with my money. I edit the video by my own, so it's a lot of effort and time. So I really appreciate your support. And as always, thanks for watching. And till next time, keep on running. Ciao.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no I push play. I won't stop till I make a change. I withdraw on the things I make. I turn flaws into flawless traits. I build tall, never capped in space. I won't stop till I hear him say